What up, everybody? Happy Easter to those who care about it.
I love Easter. I care about it deeply.
Happy Easter to you.
He has risen.
He hath risen. We're doing this podcast a little. So much has happened since the last one we did, and I feel like before we get into Iran, we got to talk about Tiger, because I think that's like the biggest.
We got to talk about backways golf and forward golf, and you got to start.
What does that mean?
Well, we got the Masters coming up this week, so the Masters is going to miss Tiger, but we got to talk about why it's going to miss Tiger.
I don't miss Tiger,
but he almost played. He actually almost played.
Tiger, what the hell, man?
Let's talk about Tiger.
Okay, because clearly he's got some demons, or he just likes to party.
You want me to give a little overview on early life with Tiger, because I spotted him a couple times
This guy golfed when
nearby
in the neighborhood.
Never with him. We grew up probably 8 miles apart, and so when he was becoming famous, first of all, we had a pitch and putt golf course in Long Beach that he played in a league as a child. He was probably 4 or 5 years old, and I was just going back into golf. I was probably 19, 20, and we ran into him a couple of times in the juniors league. One time he played behind us. Didn't know who he was at the time. Didn't find out. He birdied 2 holes. We watched him because we had to wave him up a couple of times. And he birdied twice right in front of our eyes on the front 9. And then probably 6 months later, we saw him on the Johnny Carson show, and he was famous at that point in time.
Wow.
So didn't know who he was until then. But it turned out my father knew who he was because he played one of the golf courses at Huntington Beach regularly called something Meadows. I can't think of it. It was a freaking goat pasture. It was not a good golf course. But his Tiger's dad played there, and he also took lessons from the pro there.
Okay.
And the pro ended up running him off because between the dad and the son, kind of bickering about stuff, he couldn't take it and booted him. So I don't know where he went after that. I think he went that's when they went to the Navy course. But we saw
That's a
Tiger
hard
in his
course.
youth, and he was absolutely amazing. A 4 or 5 year old hitting a 4-wood into like 130-yard par threes and be 6, 7, feet from the putt and making the putts.
Wow.
I mean, he was absolutely tremendous. You just like, wow, that guy's going to be great. And then fast forward, I was at Riviera for the LA Open, and I think he was 15 and a half the first time he played there.
Wow.
And he made the cut.
Damn.
So, I mean, it was real. The guy was, he's going to be a star. And, obviously, go forward, you try to compare him because his son is about that age. I think he's 14 or 15. And his son's good, but he's not Tiger.
Right. But, and I don't think anyone should hold him to that, threshold, because that's just unfortunate to be to be in Tiger's shadow. But he's making a name for himself. He's doing okay. And yeah, he's not Tiger, but what did Tiger have that little Tiger doesn't?
Well, he had a dad that was a Green Beret that was drilling him like a drill sergeant.
And that's what I want to get into. Green Beret dad.
Yeah.
He was really...
But that actually, if you look back, that's kind of caused his problem because in one part of his mind, he wanted to be a soldier. And he was training. He was actually, the first time he hurt his back, he was doing a training session with the Navy SEALs out in San Diego. And he hurt his back. And that's kind of where his back things, who knows how bad he hurt it. He never had surgery for that back problem. But, I mean, he's had 7 back surgeries and probably another 4 or 5 on his leg that he broke coming out of Palos Verdes that time where his first crash.
That didn't help either.
And who knows how many times when his dad taught him how to drive in the parking lot at Ralph's in Cypress, how many times did he hit shit there? Who knows? I mean, he's a shitty driver.
But, somebody probably knows a time when Tiger did not drive like this. And it's somewhere in between him, his youth, and, his I don't know. Was that that was after his falling out with his wife, right?
Oh, what was that crash?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was already divorced. He had children.
So was he going crazy before that? I mean, it's hard to say no.
I gotta believe that he was, in my opinion, was probably a terrible driver, and living, kind of in proximity. I'm surprised I never heard about it before.
Well, I think the reason, and everyone's like, Tiger, you can afford a driver, you can afford a fleet of drivers, a whole team.
How long should they take his license?
As long as whatever the law says.
As long
don't
as
treat him don't treat him
if
special.
If they can take it for 2 years and he can get used to a driver, maybe he'll stay with a driver.
No, because the driver, and this is what I said online. A driver is going to talk about his. A driver can sell his information to the tabloids. What he does on his own. It's secret.
But the good news is he should go, like I told Mary, my wife, that he should go Lincoln Lawyer. Now, you don't know what that is, but it's a kind of the same guy that wrote Bosch wrote Lincoln Lawyer. And it's an attorney that got an attorney that got a...
I don't care about Bosch.
Attorney that got a drunk driving conviction, and he would use the guys that were in prison that he was trying to get out of prison as his drivers. As they were rehabilitating back into society, those guys, he'd pay them to be their drivers.
So Tiger needs someone from when he was in jail.
He needs a guy from jail that if he snitches, they'll kill him in jail, right? So
Tiger.
I go Lincoln Lawyer. I'd go Lincoln. Tiger, if you're out there listening, go Lincoln
And
Lawyer.
we know you are.
Lincoln Lawyer has 3 Lincolns that he bought because he won a big case, and he just rotates those with his penal drivers.
I bet you he wouldn't be interested until it's AI, until the robot, because the robot can, won't let him down.
I think the robot's going to let anybody down for a while. I don't like the
for
robot.
a while. That's why
I don't like the robot in your neighborhood. He doesn't stop behind a crosswalk. He goes right into the crosswalk. Your robot's in your neighborhood.
Yeah, they usually stop, and I never give them the right of way because I hate them.
I haven't been in one. You've been in one once.
I want to see if someone gets their food, crash into watch their McDonald's fly all over the street.
I'm more likely to use one. I'm more likely to use one in Arizona out of the airport, maybe one day, because they got a lot of them around the airport. They're wider streets. It's just a little easier driving.
Yeah, I just unfortunately, it's only good for the local. Those things can't go far for now.
No, but they can get you within 10 miles of the airport. They'll get you on the freeway.
10 miles? That thing's bringing your food? That's going to get cold.
No, I'm talking about they drive you as a taxi out of the airport.
Are you okay? You're confusing me. Are we talking about the Waymo car or the little thing that brings your food?
I'm talking about the Waymo car.
Okay.
I think Tiger...
The Waymo stop.
Tiger... I seen it go into the crosswalk.
That is a good point. You think Tiger... Waymo, Tiger Woods collaboration.
Yeah.
This will be the Tiger Waymo. And we put, tiger stripes all over it. There he goes. Safe driving.
And he can team up with the guy over here in L.A. that does all the drunk driving, lawyer, that guy. The guy that's the Laker guy, the sponsor of the Lakers.
I don't know him.
Oh, you don't know who he is? Anyhow, that'd be great. That would be awesome.
There's money to be made.
Come on, Tiger.
There's great collaborations. Just
make some more money, Tiger.
Make some more money. You need it.
Anyhow, let's talk about the Masters.
No, we have to stay on Tiger for a second. We got to go into his drug cocktail. Why does he get on these painkillers and then gets in the car?
Oh, that's easy. The dude has had the back done 7 times, and the leg that he crushed in Palos Verdes that day, I think it's 6 times. That dude is in pain all the time.
Fair enough.
He's in pain. In fact, he said he might have played the Masters this time if he didn't have to use the pain pills. So he's, I'd say that, he wants to play the regular tour, but it's more likely it'll be the senior tour because they'll let him have a card.
I want to believe that Tiger is, a good guy at the end of the day and is not popping these to feel good and he's popping these just for the back. But at the same time, if you drive so erratically, he's throwing people's lives away. It kind of shows he doesn't care.
But it's not that he doesn't care. Is that from 5 years old on, people put him above the law. They put him above the law. And so when you start getting that feeling that you're above the law, you can get away with anything. You know,
He called Trump immediately.
No, he told the cops that he was talking to Trump. That's what he lost his attention because he was talking to the president. I think he thought they're going to go, "Oh, you're talking to the president." We're
sorry.
We're not going to take you in. No,
that's important stuff they're probably talking about.
Maybe he was talking to the president, but he thought that was going to work.
Yeah.
So he's taken too many drugs. To think that's going to work I'm glad they arrested him. That's the best thing to happen for him.
Hopefully he turns the corner.
He has to be accountable like everybody else.
Yes, and that's one thing billionaires do never get is accountability.
I mean, has he stopped going to the Waffle House at midnight? Who knows?
I don't know, but I'm surprised TMZ isn't just stake. What do they call it when you hide out, stake out?
Yeah, they're
just wait outside the house. Like, there he goes.
Wait till he goes to the Waffle House.
What's he gonna crash into today? You know, I just feel like that's easy money for Pop. For the what's a cool abbreviation for the paparazzi? The Papa?
The
Popsies. Or the Razzi?
The Popsies.
The Popsies. The Pap. The paper. I don't know.
But maybe he's not that big a story to, like, you know, the people in Hollywood are a bigger story. When they screw up, people love to know about that. They do it.
No, Tiger's a way bigger. Tiger Woods is above a lot of the Hollywood stars. He's internationally known. A lot of people only know TV stars from, you know, I don't know. To me, he's bigger.
Okay,
but see random people.
Well, okay,
but
now you're bringing up a really good point. Okay, so the problem with these celebrities is very simple. They got a lot of guilt. They got stored up guilt. When you have to work, are you watching?
Some of them.
Are you watching this? When you work this hard and make that much, the difference is guilt. And they walk around with guilt all day long.
Not necessarily, because, you know, funny thing, there's the guy who started Craigslist put out an article recently because he's signed the petition to basically, with a bunch of other billionaires, to give it away when we're done because it's not helping anybody. And he claims that tech billionaires are calling him up and saying, "You're a fool. Don't do that. Don't give away your power."
I don't know if it's power, but yeah, why not have a trust and have specific things that your money's going to?
That's what they think they're giving.
If you like the poor in Africa, give it there. I mean, whatever your deal is, you should have that in your trust. You're not, you know, don't think about you can take it with you. Think about who can you make their life better.
I don't think a lot of these people are trying to.
Well, okay, I can't disagree with you because I don't know. I think if you work this hard and make that much, it's hard to rationalize the rest of the world like most people. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, and that's why you got to go drunk out of your mind because you work this hard, but you got this much, and that difference, it's hard to deal with. I got to believe it's a curse to have that much guilt. Like, God dang it!
They could give it up by giving back. That would probably absolve a lot of that guilt.
That would be simple.
And it's pretty easy, but like these days, I don't even trust charities and foundations because I don't know where the money's actually going.
I mean,
it's paying the people who run it. It's not necessarily.
You can't give it to Newsom because if you give it to Newsom, he doesn't understand that he's now responsible for it. He's not going to audit it. You can do whatever you want.
Explain that to me. So basically, the federal government gave California money. And he just went and spent it somewhere. He was supposed to audit it?
No, you missed it. Okay. When the federal government gives any state money, it has specifically, it's earmarked for specific things. In this case, we're talking about $77 million that was for homeless, right? And drug addiction, okay? And so what the state of California did is they let all these nonprofits incorporate, come up with a plan of how they would spend their portion, right? And that's what they did. The ones that made the most sense, they gave them the money. There's probably a third of them that took the money and did exactly what they said they were going to do with it and can prove it. There's 2/3 of them that just freaking put it in their pockets, invested it, did whatever they want, and disappeared from the state. And when they asked him, how did it go? He said, what do you mean, how did it go? Of course, we gave you this money. it was attached to, you had to audit it. You had to put your auditors on it, make sure it was getting spent right. He said, we didn't do it. That was federal money. You guys have to do it.
That doesn't make sense.
It does if you're dyslexic, okay? He can't read, actually, turns out.
I don't know if I believe that, but...
He doesn't read the fine print. He doesn't understand when you get federal grants, as a state, you're the head of the state, you're responsible.
You don't think he got... I'm sure he got something from someone for that.
Absolutely. He basically, all those people, if you look at them very clearly, I know somebody, who's the guy running for governor? Hilton. That dude actually randomly picked out like I can't remember how many, over 200 companies that got some of that money. And he started looking to see what they did with that money. And everyone he blind audited gave contributions to Newsom's campaign fund.
Oh, interesting.
So there you go. I mean, that was the deal. All you got to do is put in some of that money into my fund, and we're good.
I hate politics. The people don't benefit at the end of the day, and everyone gets lost in the sauce.
But again, Newsom is a guy that all his life, he worked this hard. He makes that much, okay? And he doesn't understand that you got to be responsible for stuff. I mean, you've heard my daughter.
That makes sense.
My daughter worked for one of his companies, and he walked in and scolded his sister that ran the company, but it was his money. And it was a scene that she will never forget about our governor. Okay, in front of a small group in a conference room, just ran right over his sister. That's what he does. And he was supposed to wash his hands of that company, give it to his sister. Once he became governor, he couldn't operate it, and he was operating it.
Oh boy. Well, yeah, California. It's a paradise in trouble. It's a paradise that's held in check.
California makes this much. No. They
make a
work.
lot for
They
this
work
country.
this hard to get your tax dollars and your vote, but you give them this much, and all that crap in between is not audited. All right, so look at this. Look at this.
Look how Tiger brought us to California politics. But let's move on to something more fun.
Let's talk about the Masters.
Let's talk about the Masters.
They just
Hello,
showed,
friends.
They just showed a great group that's playing together. Gary Woodland, who just won, who's got a chance at this thing.
Nice, Gary.
Scotty Scheffler, who's won it twice, and his coach is now coaching Woodland, and that's kind of helped Woodland turn around. And who's the Scotsman, the left-handed Scotsman that could putt like a devil?
Lowry?
No, he's
came, Irish.
Who came in second
Who's
this week?
the Scotsman?
I'm
blanking.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
The guy that came.
Where's your phone? Go grab it.
The guy that came in second.
Okay, I'll look it up. And the last one?
Yeah.
It was Fitzpatrick and... Right? Oh, I don't know.
Not Fitzpatrick. It was...
PGA.
Result.
Oh my God, JJ Spawn. We watched him win.
Yeah, but look who was right behind him.
Michael Kim.
Go down one more. I can't see.
The Wallace guy? McIntyre.
Oh,
I forgot about
McIntyre's in that group. So that's a good group to start with. Now, I'll pose another question to you. Do you think it's a good idea for, the Masters or any golf tournament, should they put like 3 of the top 10 guys in this tournament in the same group to start? To me personally, I'll just say it. I think it's a mistake. I would go random, and then as they earn their spot, they'll get put together. The good guys, the cream will rise.
Do we know how they pick?
Oh, they put this together so that the first 2 days they can't watch everybody, and so they have probably about 5 or 6 prime groups.
And those are the ones that
those are going to get all the coverage.
Yeah.
Right. And the winner typically comes out of that 5 or 6 groups. And so there's a reason to do that. I'd rather see them go random. I hate to see these guys compete against each other like it's the end of the world on day 1.
Yeah.
I want to see them going at each other's throats on day 4.
Here, we can see who the favorites are on Kalshi. This is a gambling.
Well, I know McIntyre's one. I'm sure Scheffler's got to be the number one pick at Las Vegas. But I would put, they say Rahm will be up there on the top. They say that DeChambeau will be up at the top, and they might be. I don't know if they got more testosterone, and Scotty's just got more on top of his head to put the ball in the right place. Most of the time.
Hopefully, his baby issue has been like making him suffer.
Yeah, but he brought the baby with him, so I think that he'll suffer a lot less. And to be honest, this dude's way more into family time than golf. So he brings his family there. He's happy. He's going to be tough to beat. He's going to be real tough to beat.
Big money's on Scotty, followed by Jon Rahm, followed by Rory McIlroy, followed by Bryson DeChambeau, followed by Xander Schauffele, followed by Matt Fitzpatrick, who I hear a lot of people think he's got a good bet.
Because this is this golf course, you got to be able to putt, and he's a good putter.
Ludwig Oberg.
Yeah.
After that, Tommy Fleetwood, then Cameron Young, Matsuyama, McIntyre, Minwoo Lee, Siwoo Kim,
I see
Russell
Ludwig.
Henley.
Ludwig is, to me, the best golfer, but he makes the most mistakes.
He collapsed in the last tournament a little bit.
Boy, what a swing now. God, I love this one.
So, if these guys can just somehow relax, that's what it really is. Every one of these guys has the talent to get it done, but who's going to relax under the pressure? And I don't know. As we get closer, this is how the chart's been going for the top three.
Yeah, I don't think it's McIlroy. I really don't. And the only reason I say that is because he's been basking in the glory of his victory last year, which he deserves absolutely. I can't blame him. Dig it. He had a fun dinner. He had a crazy menu.
Did you see what I sent you the video? He picked that. It's not Irish, so he could actually enjoy the meal.
Now that's a funny joke.
It's a nice diss to Ireland.
If you don't know what that means, essentially is the champion picks the dinner menu
Before the tournament.
Yeah, the Tuesday of the tournament.
All the masters get together and eat.
And anybody that's got the green jacket that's won before goes to the dinner, right? But he is Irish. They don't have the greatest food in the world. And he picked kind of a cuisine that I would say is absolutely international. It looks awesome. I don't blame him. But the year before, Scheffler, he's from Texas. He did some kind of barbecue thing with some fancy desserts and a couple interesting hors d'oeuvres. But he's a basic guy, man. He's a meat and potato guy, which kind of Irish people are too.
Now, what do you think? What would you have put on for Rory's menu?
I don't know what to choose from. I really don't, because he's Northern Ireland, so it's a little bit. It's not a Dublin, Ireland. It's a Northern Ireland kind of. I don't know.
I think I would at least got to see potatoes and Bailey's Irish cream.
See, and I would have had Guinness for certain. And some
it's just Guinness and Bailey's.
And gigantic cigars.
They roll cigars over there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Schauffele wants to win this tournament so bad so he can bring big cigars to the dinner.
Schauffele's South African? No, or he's Netherlandy.
Schauffele?
Yeah.
Is South San Diego.
He's American?
Yeah.
No, not bad.
His dad is a German. He's German. The name's German. And his dad was an Olympic, not a champion. I can't remember what I think he threw something, like disc or something.
I think Xander will succeed if he can smile.
I think his dad was decathlon. Wow. I think. I'm not 100% positive, but he's an athlete.
But don't you see, if there's one guy who looks miserable, it's Xander out there. He always looks like, and it's just like, damn, bro, you got to relax. Yeah. It's okay.
I like his swing. I like the way he plays golf.
I think he's good too.
He's got a chance.
I think if he can just if he can be a little light, he can go far.
Rose has been playing pretty good. I think he's actually got a chance. But I noticed the guys when they play with Scotty, they try to place it where he places balls because
he knows the spot to be under the hole.
He knows exactly where to be. He was talking about hole 7 this year. They've changed it and made it more really hard. And he said, it used to be you could just put it in the fairway and get it on the green and you'd have a good chance at birdie. Not this time. You got to put it specifically in an area on the fairway, and you've got to put it in an area on the green. They've added three bunkers. They moved it a little bit to the right, so it's more of a left to right shot now.
Oh.
The trees come in play if you get too far down the right side. So he goes, it's really going to be tricky.
Ooh.
And it used to be a pretty easy hole, and not anymore. So it'll be interesting to see.
Man, this course looks so hard, but it's
I-
really hard to appreciate how big the hills are.
Okay,
unless you're there.
See what he just did with that drive? That is position A for number 7. That's what he wants, right down the left side, in front of those
Are they taking?
fairway bunkers.
Is he doing a practice? Are they
Yeah,
doing?
he's got. Look at that machine he's got.
Are they using this as a driving range, or are they?
Yeah, no, it's a driving range. But look at the white tower. Wait till he gets back up to his ball. That thing does this simulation right here that you're seeing. See, he's an overlap.
It just looks like they're using this hole as a driving range. But like,
No, this
are they
is,
on a driving range? It looks like it's like an
this,
actual hole.
this is a driving range, but he's picturing that shot, and it's on his tower. So, that's how Scheffler gets ready for tournament. They say, okay, let's go to hole 6, and then they put electronically on it, and then he tries to shape the right shot in there, because that's how he plays golf. Where Bryson wants to just muscle it down there.
Yeah, but I think if you asked him now, he'd probably say, I'm not trying to just will it. But, did you see the tournament he won a few weeks ago where he hit a 3-wood from onto the green? It was amazing.
Oh, he's amazing. Is this Scotty? No, this is Bryson. Here's Bryson. Boom. Now we don't have the machine on him.
There we go.
We have it on him, and he's in the trees.
But yeah, like that shot he hit on the green, and he was off to the side on the rough where the people were standing. They had to clear out for him to get that shot.
Who's this dude in the blue? Oh, we don't know. Anyhow.
Also, one thing that was actually kind of cool at the South Africa tournament for Live, the winners get the team gets to stand on a stage at the end, and they do the whole ceremony. I think it's okay. It's still hard. It's still golf. I know it's not the PGA. It's still cool.
I like the PJ better.
I do too.
You could see.
I get to watch more golf. I used to not be on board with this.
Look at Koepka.
I like watching golf.
Koepka was willing to give a $45 million give back to the PGA to get on it. That tells you something. He knew his game suffered by playing Live. He wants to be a man again.
Hey, and he could say that. He's not in the conversation for getting a major. Now, some guys on Live are.
For this tournament, Koepka will be in the conversation. He's a major guy. He goes for majors. He doesn't care. What?
That's a good. What do you think Koepka will place?
Conservatively top 15.
In the 30s, 40s for me.
Okay. It's possible. Because
he hasn't
shown that
sniffed
much.
top 10 once on the PGA, but he's still good. He's still doing some interesting things.
Yeah, but there's something about him that he gets his radar, his antenna goes up in the big tournaments.
Now, do the caddies like wearing the full?
They can't. There's no way they can like that shit.
There's no way. It's the most formal.
That's a topic. That's a great topic.
It's white, so that helps with the sun, but it's full. It's a onesie. It's a romper, basically.
It's a onesie, and
it is a romper.
They got clothes under it. They're not butt naked, so they're hot as shit. They can't.
I'm wearing shorts under there.
Who's DeChambeau?
Hopefully you can.
Who's DeChambeau talking to there? Who's that dude? That's his coach. That guy's got a laptop.
No, see, he's got one of the tracker thingies right there, but.
That's his
but they're looking at their computer. They're not looking at this one on the right. That's the TV people doing that for us.
Yeah, we don't know where they're actually
aiming. Yeah, it's hitting the trees, but they're thinking of something else, maybe.
Yeah, who knows where they're really
Whereas
aiming.
Scheffler looked like he was actually playing the.
Well, he had his own tower. See that white thing? That's the tower. Well, maybe they're all over the place. I didn't know. No, see, they're not. Every guy doesn't.
That looks like Mint Woolley over there.
DeChambeau has one. That's the tracker.
I don't know, man. But
Did you see that? The
Really?
caddy threw that ball out there, rolled the ball out there while he was hitting, and he screwed it up. He screwed him. Look at him, he's laughing. DeChambeau had it on the tee.
Well, that guy is Campbell, so I don't. At least that's what that caddy has on his back. So I don't know if that's the coach or
it was the Campbell caddy that did it to him, but his caddy's over here to the left out of the picture right now.
And
No way he's going to do it twice.
yeah, I watch. He keeps his head on it just that 1 second longer, which is what you got to do.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not watch TV this whole time. What other things are we thinking about for the Masters? Who do you got? Who are your favorites to win?
Well, I absolutely want Scheffler. I don't think it's going to be him. I actually think Schauffele's got a better chance. I think that Rose, for these big tournaments, God, he gets up for him too. Rose will be there, but I think J.J. Spawn is the top 3 choice.
That'd be nice.
He
I'd like
played
to see JJ
so
win.
well last week on a golf course I've played twice. It's not that easy. Okay, and he looked great. He looked really good.
Damn.
If he's dialed in, he can be it. He can be the guy. He's another big game guy. You know.
I believe him.
When-
I mean,
when
we've
they're-
seen him win that major, so he can definitely do it.
When you're shooting for elephants, he's up for it.
And he's a short guy out there
He's
taking down elephants.
He's a little old guy. I don't know how he does it.
Good question, man. It's
He's 36. He's about 5'8".
it's just about he's not 5'8". They say 5'8", but we've looked it up because I don't like because that's my height, and I'm like I'm taller than JJ.
Well, he might have.
He's probably 5'6".
He could be. I mean, I've never seen him in person, so I don't know.
Me neither. But everyone was pointing out how hilarious it was that the tallest reporter was doing the interview after the.
I saw that.
And it was like, he was like here. He's like, "What do you think?"
Jay, you go.
JJ was here, and the reporter's like holding the microphone, like,
Go-
what are your thoughts?
Go interview.
And he's
JJ.
like, "Oh yeah."
Who should interview JJ? You go. This will be
You're
awesome.
the biggest guy ever. And I'm sure JJ was just like, oh, wow.
Wow, you know what? I still can't get over that John Wick 4 that we were watching last night. I can't believe how many gigantic big bad guys were on the other side.
I like, that's what John Wick is, it is like a billion faceless enemies die on screen. And, some people see that as cheap. But they do little things that keeps the action a little bit more interesting. For example, your point. Yes, John Wick takes on a lot of guys his size. But then they throw him a couple big dudes. And
Big dudes. Like huge, like 6'8", 320
And
guys.
they don't go down easily.
And they're nimble on their feet. So I don't know where they're getting these guys from the wrestling arena. I don't know. They're big dudes.
But watching Keanu use those nunchucks.
That was awesome.
And if you've ever held nunchucks and you feel the wood, you're just like, you just start to feel like the pain that it could inflict.
I was flipping around and had that thing hit me in the forearm. I was crying, man.
Yeah, and this guy's is just like,
Just a mistake, you kill yourself.
oh yeah, if a nunchuck.
The train's coming back. We got to get off of
All
this.
right, this is a short one before all the chillins come back in here. So, let's see how the Iran war shakes out after.
We got a couple guys back. We almost got the Strait of Hormuz open.
Well, I don't know about that, but we'll see.
No, when you got that island, the next step is to get the other side, and it shouldn't be that big a deal.
Okay.
I'm thinking by this weekend we'll have peace in the Middle East. Peace, brothers.
Peace.